Welcome to the Boys Only Cast, the only podcast where I don't have an intro this time. My name is Devin, and joined with Curtis.
Most of the time, I feel like you say that, or at least it's not the first time you said that.
Don't lie. Don't be a liar.
I'm not lying.
Don't-
I'm
Stating the facts.
I'm throwing a thick assumption out there.
Always
Just
gotta.
just dripping it down like a milkshake down your back.
Ooh,
Oh
my
God.
neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack.
Oh, don't.
Um,
Don't.
as always, episodes go live 4 p.m. Eastern time, every Tuesday.
You'll come here for another glorious episode of us.
Yeah,
talking
this is
to
only
you.
this is only a 2-man because Mikey decided he wanted to go camping. Like
It's
a little-
cold, man.
Yeah, what a bitch.
The indicator of how cold it is when I break out my third blanket.
Your third blanket. That's when I start
Yeah.
using one blanket.
When it's cold?
Yeah,
Why do you use one blanket when it's cold?
I use like a thick comforter.
Oh, fair enough. Because I have my comforter, and then I have a Star Wars blanket. It's
Wow,
from 77.
wow.
And then a normal blanket underneath the blanket.
Look at you. Just, well, I mean, you are just skin and bone, so
Get
you
out.
need the extra layers.
Oh, yeah.
Before we
I
get
don't know
too
why, but-
far, before we get too
Oh.
far, if you're watching this on the YouTubes, you like it, or if you want an audio
do
version, Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Boom.
Give it a Spotify like. Sure,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
If you leave a review or a comment, Curtis will not read it, but I will.
That's probably a guarantee, but it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
But anyways, as I was saying, for some reason I've all of a sudden got into the Halloween spirit.
Oh my god.
And I'm not like some crazy Halloween fan. You know, there's like people who like they wait for Halloween all year. They love Halloween. They got like the big inflatable decorations outside. And they're the kind of people who like, oh, I'm such a spooky bitch, or like something
Such
like
a
that.
spooky bitch.
Yeah, or yeah, just shit like that, you know, or like haha witch bitch, and just that kind of stuff. And
Such a spooky bitch.
you know,
Okay.
there's people who say stuff like that.
I just can't get over it.
I know, and just like people who are like, aha, spooky month. But I don't know. Sometimes I just feel it. Like for me, it's not necessary. It's not the day of Halloween. I don't actually really care. It's not. I don't dress up or I don't do anything fancy ever. It's just like it's a time of year where a lot of memorable stuff. You know, maybe I'll listen to certain albums that I only listen to this time of year, or watch whatever movies and stuff. You know,
That sounds pretty lame.
it's all right. It's just doesn't
Why
have
not
to be
just listen to
exciting.
it whenever you want, though?
Well, sometimes I just feel like, listening and breaking out some more Iron Maiden, Megadeth, and Priest this time of year, you know? I mean, yeah, I listen to them whenever I want as well, but it's just, I don't know, there's just something, it's hard to describe. Everyone has those little personal traditions or something like that, something dumb that doesn't really make sense.
I
but,
have
you just
zero.
go
I
through
have
anyway.
zero personal traditions. I sit and robot.
Okay, well, I guess not everyone has them then.
I am a emotionless human. I mean robot.
Fair
I mean
enough.
human.
Man, like, I'm not, I know it's like, ha ha ha, pumpkin spice latte, what are you, a
Ugh.
white girl? But, like, let's face the facts, they're actually good, man. And they have them at Tim's now.
What are you,
and
a
they're good.
white girl?
Oh, shit. No, they're good at Tim's, because, like, Starbucks, the shit's overpriced, and I don't want to, like, I'd rather just go through the drive-thru. Starbucks, we do have one if a drive-thru.
Yeah.
But, I would just rather not, Just keep it nice and simple and go to Tim's.
You know what I have when I want caffeine?
What?
I will either have pre-workout, but if I don't have pre-workout, coffee. Why do you have to be so like fancy about your coffee?
Well, it's only when I mean, I have my coffee in the morning, which is like watered down espresso. Like I have a cup of that in the morning, and then sometimes, if I'm out or whatever, or I just feel like I just go to Tim's. It's not every day.
But why do you need to take your coffee fancy?
Well, normally I don't, but I just like to have seasonal drinks. Like Christmas time, I like to get the seasonal drinks. And the only 2 times of the year that I do that. Otherwise, I don't actually like Tim's coffee. It doesn't sit well with me, so I'm not actually a fan of.
You're not a
Tim's.
Canadian.
Well, I love ice caps. I like their hot
Nope,
chocolate. I
that
like
doesn't matter.
everything.
It's all
But their
about
coffee to me, it's just eh.
it's all about
you know.
waking up for a large double, bud.
That is so funny to me. The people who will wake up and then go wait at the Tim's drive-through forever. Like if you just made your coffee at home, you would save so much money and so much time just sitting at the drive-through.
Yeah, but what if it
Like-
just doesn't taste as good as a good old cup of Timmy's in the morning?
When I make coffee in the morning, it tastes way better than Tim's. Like straight up.
Yeah, maybe people don't like your fancy coffee. I don't know what I'm saying.
It's not that
I'm not a
fancy.
coffee. I don't drink coffee that often.
Yeah, fair enough. I can't live without it. If I don't have coffee, then I get headaches. It just happens, man. Well, that sounds bad, but it's just true. When you have coffee
Because you
every
have
day, it's what
you have a
happens.
caffeine dependency.
Yeah, it's exactly what happens when you have it every single day. So, it starts out and you're like, I only have coffee when I want to have coffee, and then you just have it every day. So,
Well, there's no in between. It's either like I'll wake up and have a coffee today whenever I want, or you just have it every day.
Oh yeah, and then eventually, you just have it every day.
There's no in
and you're like,
between.
"Oh,
There's
shit."
no like every couple of days.
No, because if I don't have coffee, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock comes and I have a headache. Like, it just happens, man.
You should probably like drink less coffee.
Well, I only have 1 cup.
Yeah,
I
you
never
should
have more
probably,
than 1
like,
cup.
You should
Because
probably
if I have that second cup, then I start feeling weird. Although, like, today, like, I had the latte as well.
You get the
But that
tinglies.
wasn't... No, it didn't.
Oh.
It was fine. It sat well with me, It wasn't
No, I'm
anything
saying
crazy.
if you drink too much coffee, you get the tingles.
I don't get the tinglies. I just
Oh.
get anxious.
I get
Get a little
tingly.
worked up. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but
Mine,
that's
it
also
was-
like taking like 4 scoops worth of pre-workout.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It was so extreme for me. The first time I actually like drank coffee was my first job at Target, so
Uh-huh.
18. And I'm like, man, I'm tired every morning. What would happen if I had coffee? Yeah, and then I remember the many times I had it, I would like actually feel more energy, and it would be like I feel the effects, and now I don't anymore. But
Yeah, now it's just
You
part of
know.
your routine.
yeah,
Yeah.
But first it was like, oh, I feel it. I feel it working, bro. This is crazy. Yeah.
As for me with like caffeine was like my first like ever real time with it was I guess like energy drinks in high school.
Yeah. That
Oh
would be
my
it.
god. Wired off an
crippling
energy
addiction.
drink.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like, I don't know, 'cause I like coffee. I like the bitterness. I don't like to put too much shit. I don't put sugar in coffee, but I put creamer. But I like the bitter assness of coffee. But I don't like coffee black.
That's how a lot of people at like my work take it, and I'm just like, how? It's like,
Real man.
real man drink black coffee.
Real man and black coffee. There's no sugar for babies. But
Yeah, unless
was like-
unless you're drinking tea, then you have to put milk in. No more than
I
2
don't.
scoops of sugar.
I don't do that when
I
I
don't
have
know.
tea.
I saw a meme where it was like, it was like a guy was like sitting there. He puts 2 scoops of tea, or 2 scoops of tea, 2 scoops of sugar in his tea, and he like looks around. And he goes, and it's like a very horrible like British accent. And he's just like, "Oh, I'll go for a third today." And as soon as he like puts the
Oh.
thing in, someone kicks his door down. And he's like, "Hey, you have more than 2 scoops of sugar, my guy."
Oh, it's controversial.
I don't
Yes.
know. That might be a thing. That might be like a British thing. I don't fucking know.
Maybe it is. It's hard to say.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. Spooky season, and I don't even like Christmas movies. There's some essential Christmas movies to watch every year,
Mm-hmm.
and but even in the last few years, well, we'll talk more about Christmas when that comes. But when it comes to Halloween, like for me, like a Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, they're not good enough movies to watch every year. You know, they're
I'm
fun,
more of
but
a
they're not movies
I'm
that
more of
I
just
would
a
want to watch every
Halloween.
year.
Just watch Halloween.
Yeah, I haven't watched Halloween in a while, so I should probably do that. Because I don't watch horror movies at any other point in the year besides October.
Wow.
Otherwise, I don't watch horror
Well,
movies, except for when
and
I watched Eraserhead this year, but that was just something
Yeah.
different entirely.
and like a lot of horror movies don't really generally get released throughout the year.
Yeah, I don't watch new ones though. Like
Uh,
when I look for stuff to watch, I never watch anything that's 2000s on.
you tell
For
me
horror
you,
movies and
you
stuff.
tell me you don't want to watch the like 90 movie Conjuring series.
Yeah, I don't like ghost stuff. Like I don't believe in ghosts, so I don't find it spooky. I'm just like this is just silly. Like, so
I
I
like
don't like
laughing at
watching
'em.
ghosts. I guess the paranormal. It's kind of silly and
Well,
ridiculous.
there's the scene from Paranormal Activity 2. I talk about it a lot because it's fucking hilarious. The sister like shows up and she's possessed by the demon, and she walks and the husband's just like sitting on the couch watching TV. She walks up behind him and the commercials are on and it's like America runs on Duncan, and then his head gets fucking snapped.
Oh God.
And it's very clearly like just like a rag doll at that point when she snaps neck, because she
Yeah.
she like lifts him and drops him back down. It just flops.
Yeah, you can see like the lack of weight.
I'll see if I can.
I never watched any of those movies. But yeah, I guess I don't like ghost movies. Like it's just like okay, I get it. And I was really disappointed last year when I rewatched Texas Chainsaw Massacre because in my mind it was a great movie, but rewatching it I was like, this movie actually sucks. It's really not good.
I don't think I've ever watched it.
It has some pretty great visuals, especially for the time. I think it came out in like mid 70s. And there's some very good visuals and practical effects in that movie for the time. And a lot of nice set design and stuff, but it's just so ridiculous.
I've heard the remakes were pretty good, not the like more newer ones, kind of like the
The original.
like
the
middle 2000s.
Those remakes, I think they're just a lot more violent
Yeah.
and disturbing and twisted than the original.
Man, horror movies in like the 2000s were good.
I don't know. I mean, to me, it just seems like they just kept pushing shit and making them more and more about
that was the thing. It was
gore and shock and stuff.
Yeah, because that was the big thing, and it was like those were good.
I don't like that. I can't deal with that. I don't like watching that kind of stuff.
So you wouldn't watch Hatchet?
The book Hatchet?
Well, the movie Hatchet.
That's not based on the survival novel.
I don't know. I don't know. There's one point where it's kind of, I don't know if it's more of a parody movie or if they just unintentionally made it really funny. There's like a part where they're trying to find one of the people, and the guy's torso just gets thrown at them.
No, straight up.
There's that, or they're saying like, the guy's like, oh, it's safe to go this way. He's not here. And he turns around, and then the killer drops down behind him and literally hacks him and rips him in half.
Okay, yeah, so crazy. I mean, a lot of the best stuff in horror movies is the stuff you don't see, and it leaves it to your imagination. That is actually true. And because I don't know, and I don't like gore anyway in general. I don't like looking at that shit.
Gore is amazing, and that just might mean like how just fucked of a human I am. Maybe, I don't know.
I'm not gonna make a comment on that, but you can think that.
Got like serial killer vibes.
I
like gore. I love death.
Gore. No, Gore, Al Gore. He would have been the best president if he was elected.
An inconvenient truth.
An inconvenient truth is I love Gore.
Hey, I got a question for Al Gore. If global warming's happening, why was it cold out this morning?
Oh, he got destroyed. Don't say that. You just ruined him, man.
Fuck you, Al Gore.
Come on. You absolutely ruined that guy by saying that.
No, but seriously, global warming's kind of fucked.
You had to put it out there. You couldn't be too sarcastic.
Well, yeah. I don't want people to think I actually
You actually believe that? Yeah, I know. That's like that is a classic argument of like, see how cold it is this week? Disproven.
How come when I
You shit like that.
throw a ball, it goes straight and not on a curved angle? Huh? Thought the world was
Disproven.
round.
Yeah, that's all there is to it.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, people are so
On
stupid.
on today's episode of Weird Stuff I Bought on Amazon, it was a 50-pack of like Mr. Clean magic erasers, but made by an off-brand.
Why?
So these are also for my Gundam models. I bought these nano glass files,
Okay.
which they're kind of weird. This is for like because you know all the Gundam parts they come on like sprues, which are like runners, plastic runners, and they have like all the pieces of like little
They come on like
things
the
that connect
model,
them.
the model,
Like a model
pallets.
car. Yeah,
Yeah.
like model car, like model plates, yeah. And you have to like cut them and then cut like the marks off where they're put in the plastic runner. So there's various ways of doing it. So I've just been trying to find the best way to make it look the cleanest as possible. So I tried this, and then the magic eraser, you just kind of rub it later. But I think I didn't get an abrasive enough kind, and it was cheap though, so I don't regret the purchase. And it's practical; it could be used for other stuff as well, so I don't regret it, like the eyedroppers. But but
Okay.
when I opened the bag of 50,
Uh-huh.
they smelled like fish. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, you bought like
Like-
off-brand, so it's probably just came from some
Yeah.
warehouse that stored just so much random shit. You should
Must
probably
be. There's
you should probably clean those erasers before you touch them or sanitize after
There's-
touching them.
there's been some weird shit that's happened on Amazon. When I bought Bandmaid's album, Just Bring It, like the CD, there was like perfume or shampoo got into the actual CD itself. So it was very sticky and it smelled like, again, like
Mm.
perfume, shampoo, or something like that. But the CD was sealed. So,
That's kind of
What's up?
weird, which means there's probably like little tears in the packaging or something. But
yeah, it must be.
there have been a couple times actually where I work, we've gotten packages delivered and they're just coated in like Pine Sol or something, because they'll just if someone poorly packs it and it busts open.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's happened quite a
Shit's
few
gonna go awry.
times.
Yeah, really. No one's caught it, I guess.
Like, smells like soap.
The horrors of shipping. But yeah, so that's my crazy Amazon purchase. I gotta like, again, I don't regret this purchase, but I'm just kind of like, man, I got enough shit to make these fucking Gundam models that I don't need to buy anymore. Like actually like building like shit like this extra
Yeah.
stuff, you know.
Well,
I'm
the
good.
eyedroppers would have been a good price if you didn't buy 200 and whatever.
I know I didn't need that many. It was really quite regretful.
See if we can find my regretful purchase of the week.
Yes, tell us your regretful purchase of the week. Even if it was like food that sucked, like just something.
I bought protein.
Did you regret buying protein?
No, because I was almost out.
Okay, so that's not. Is that the only thing you bought this week? Then, I guess.
Dr. Disrespect put out some merch, and I bought
Oh
a
god.
pair of shorts.
Does it have like his face, like some logo on it?
No,
or
well,
something?
they're like his violent speed momentum line is what this one is.
Oh,
I don't
so
know,
he
they-
has like a line, but it's not
Yeah.
branded like.
It's not like
him, it's
Dr.
just-
It's like his branding of
Okay.
like his little like slogan thing is violence, momentum, speed. Violence, speed, momentum, VSM.
Gotcha.
But like the main reason I bought it was because there was this windbreaker that actually looked really sick. And I was like, well, I'll get something else, like whatever, because I need new shorts anyways.
Oh, an
my
add-on
shirts.
item, like.
Yeah. And then I placed the order, and I got my email, and I looked at it. The windbreaker was a small.
Uh-oh.
So I emailed the company, and I was like, yo, can I like get that swap to the right size? They're out of my size, so they just canceled that part. So I'm just getting a pair of shorts.
Oh, shit.
I guess in a sense, like, it's not really regrettable getting it. It's more regrettable that I picked the wrong size, so I didn't get what I actually was looking forward to.
Yeah, and then you just ended up getting the thing you just threw onto the order.
Yeah.
Like just like it was whatever. Yeah.
Let's see if I can find his. Uh, like they don't look bad. Like there's the windbreaker, which I was pissed that I missed out on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't associate it with him just by looking at it.
You would only really associate with him if you were like if you knew the violent speed momentum.
Yeah, and I don't, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't have ever have
Um,
guessed that.
so then I guess I could have got a sweatshirt. Maybe I don't know. I'll throw more money at him. I had these.
The way that shirt looked made it look like it was a onesie, but oh, okay. This is like
Yeah.
gym shorts, relaxing, casual shorts.
Yeah, because all of mine are way too big.
Man, I bought jogging pants last week. That was one of the best ideas. And I know that sounds weird, but I don't wear jogging pants ever. And when I'm at home, I hate wearing pajama pants because I feel like trash. I feel like garbage.
Yeah.
So buying jogging pants is like a miracle because you can like go out in jogging pants.
You could go.
And this sounds obvious. This sounds like stuff that everyone knows. But like I said, I haven't worn jogging pants since I was like a kid. Like I just stopped wearing them. I was like, fuck these. It's jeans, shorts, or pajamas, you know? But, getting jogging pants, that was like, it's been a life-altering experience, man.
Life altering.
Here we go again. Now, because I can actually talk about stuff that's happening, school and these online days. So, one teacher did something that I thought was a little controversial.
Uh-huh.
So everyone else, we don't do Zoom, but we do something else where, again, the teachers are giving you the class live and everything. And since it's college, interacting with the teacher and this and that's a thing that some teachers care about. But there's one teacher who decided her class that she has for this earlier, she'll record the class, and then for my class, she'll just send us like the recording of the previous class. So basically, they get her like in the class, the whole lecture and everything, and we just get a recording of that. And boom. And it's just kind of like, I don't know about that.
Kind of like our computer science teacher in high school, who would send
Did
us
that
his
happen?
YouTube videos.
Oh, okay, yeah. But I don't actually mind that too much because that for me, that's a good way to learn. Because
Yeah.
I don't like lectures because I get bored. I start playing RuneScape. I start doing other shit. Like I start doing a million other things. My brain goes in other places.
Yeah.
But actually, in this form, it's easier to just I learn better by doing something. I don't learn good by just the teacher talking and then okay.
I don't
you know,
learn
but-
good.
Well, I don't know. It's just it's harder. I just get bored.
Yeah.
So I don't actually mind that. There's just something about watching a video of another class and then that's ours, There's something about that that's a little strange to me, but I don't personally mind it, actually. It's just a funny detail.
It's so weird,
Yes.
but I mean, I guess it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, again, to me it makes sense, and I get it, some teachers are part-time teachers and this and that, but I don't know. Weird shit has always happened. Especially the first time I went to college, what class was it? The graphic arts or whatever kind of class. The teacher quit, so they had to get another teacher who never taught the class in his entire life to teach it, and he was basically learning what to do as he was
yeah.
teaching it. Because they couldn't find anyone else, so they just threw him on it. But he didn't know what he was doing, so he had to learn as well at the same time. And it was just wow, this is great quality education, man. This is fantastic. So,
If it's the class I'm thinking about, is it the one from that course that I also took?
yes,
It ended up having that
graphic design.
Yeah,
or
the one.
something.
It ended up having the lady with the glasses, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That class, especially if you didn't know what the fuck you were doing, that's a struggle in itself.
Yeah. Well, that class. I mean, that was kind of fun. It was just like drawing and doing
Yeah.
our kind of shit.
The
So
the
it
thing
was
I
it
didn't
definitely
like.
it's definitely easier for me than like some of the coding
Yeah.
classes.
The thing I didn't like with those some of those classes was like photography and all that. What I was kind of worried about going into was having to do like stuff with myself in it.
Oh,
'Cause I
okay.
hate having to do that kind of work. Like the graphic design, we had to like Photoshop ourselves into like a driver's seat of a vehicle.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
I
Yeah.
I hated that. Like
That's like look at me in my dream car. And you might as
yeah,
well just put a picture of like some celebrity next to you or
and
something at that point.
and so mine, I thought it would be really funny because it was at like the time of like SpaceX. Elon's car was still floating around the Earth at
Oh,
first.
so 'cause you did that. You did that.
I put because we had to do a Jeep to show it being like off road. So I put a
Yeah.
Jeep on Mars, and she really liked
Fair
the
enough.
idea, and she started breaking down the layers in the Illustrator file or the Photoshop file,
Oh,
whichever one we
jeez.
did. I had a
Yeah.
picture of the Tesla logo and Elon's face with like tears drawn down it.
Oh,
I had it in there just as a joke, and I was just like sending it to people. And I
yeah.
forgot it was in the final version that I sent to her, and I got in
Oh,
trouble
shit.
for having like I lost marks because my file
Lost
wasn't
marks.
fully professional because it was supposed to be like
Oh,
as if you were
okay.
delivering to a customer.
Yes, no goofing
I'm
around.
like fuck's sakes, like yeah, I wouldn't
One
normally
time,
do that if it was like an actual job. But this is a fucking school project.
yeah, I fucked around for all those. Like in 3D design, one of them was like make a cereal box in like a 3D environment, like a kitchen.
Oh
So
yeah,
I made Fidel flakes.
yeah.
It was just like a Castro cereal with like some Stalin milk. So everything I did was just really stupid.
I made a really for that we had when we first started learning about motion graphics in 3D.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I just like Rube Goldberg machines where it's one action setting off another.
Oh god, I hated that project.
No, I made one of those before knowing that was an actual project.
Oh, okay. So you just kind of did it.
Yeah, so I like hand that in, and the teacher, which you know who the teacher is,
Yeah.
he is literally just like, uh, you can't hand this in again on the next assignment. I was like, what are you talking about? Like,
Yeah, you had to make another one. That 3D is actually kind of fun to mess around with.
yeah,
It's
it's a pain in the
interesting.
ass if you don't have a good PC for like rendering them though.
Oh yeah, like that's not something that I could do at home, and
Mhm.
probably a lot of people.
Because I had like just built this PC around that time, so it was kind of powerful. I had that and my MacBook. I loaded them both up and set them to two different points and rendered out on
Yeah.
the two computers. It still
Okay.
took me a day and a half.
Yeah, it's crazy
Yeah,
times
like,
for
what the
the
fuck?
rendering and all that. Yeah.
I mean, now, like, if
Powerful,
you get some of the
actually.
new parts that are out right now, even like budget ones, you can build something that can render that stuff that we did in like 10 minutes.
Well, that'd be a lot nicer, wouldn't it?
Yeah, imagine fucking one period a week in that was scheduled for rendering.
Oh yeah.
And he'd be like, if you're not done your assignment by this day, you're probably screwed. Unless you're going to come in. And some kids would like come in and take like 8 computers
Yeah.
and just render out on. Because even like the computers we had, they were when I did it, it was the 5K iMac Pros or whatever. But
I
they
don't- I
were
never knew what kind they were.
it was that, but they were so they're like really high end, expensive iMacs
Yeah.
that were then using like Boot Camp to run Windows because it was a Windows only program we were 3D editing on.
Yeah, that's right. There was the weird Windows thing going on with it.
Yeah, I fucking
Yeah.
Those IMAX were shit.
Don't miss that course. That's for sure. Definitely feel better about the one I'm taking now.
I missed
But
the director for that course though.
fair enough.
He was funny as fuck.
Yeah. There's some good elements of anything like that, but
And now you're in
School talk.
accounting or whatever.
yeah, the first year is just like business, so
Business.
doing all the business ass shit.
Yo, when are you gonna make a lemonade stand in the middle of
Oh,
winter, break into a new
I'll
market?
just you wait. You got no idea what's coming, man.
They're like, yeah, make something for winter, and you're just immediately like, slam your hand down on the desk. You're like, lemonade stand.
Lemonade stand time.
They look
Hot
at you.
lemonade.
Hot.
Hot lemonade.
When
Oh, yeah.
when the shop first opens, it's hot lemonade, and after about half hour, it's lukewarm lemonade.
Yeah, it evolves. My product evolves with the times. Like, get with it. Like, fuck.
You end up
Bunch of
being
people
like
know anything.
you end up being like Supreme, where it's the limited quantity only in store stuff. You have limited
jeez.
quantity hot lemonade.
Wow, that does not sound good at all.
Yo,
That
supply
might
and
be-
demand.
Supply and demand, brother. Sounds
Did you-
bad.
This kind of throws our location out there. Not really. Did you see we have bidding in to make our own Hollywood sign?
Oh, Jesus.
They want to put our city's name on a mountain in white,
Oh, fuck.
in giant white letters.
Don't.
Yeah, I
They
would think
wasted
it'd be,
enough money on fucking bullshit when they can't even fix the goddamn roads because they care more about fucking tourists and the people that actually live here.
this is the thing though. This is my idea. If it goes up, you have to be the first person to get a photo of it and post it online, because then you can send it to like CNN and shit and see if anyone will pick it up, and then boom, you have a post that blows up. Instant viral photo.
CNN, don't you mean
Fake
CBS?
No, you send it to like American ones, because they're more
Why
likely
would
to
they
make fun of
care?
it,
Oh, fair enough.
because they're gonna be like, Canadians, stupid, eh?
Well, there's your great strategy.
Yeah.
Hopefully it works out.
Probably won't, because I will not hear about it until like a week after it goes up.
God, that's a stupid idea. Jesus.
I think it would be kind of funny, but
Typical nonsense.
the thing is, we'd have to put our own spin on it. You can't just do plain white lettering. Like, that's been done, and it's for something a lot more important than our city.
Yeah.
I even thought like putting
mean-
the province colors across it.
Yeah, that could work. But I don't know. Again, as always, money's going in the wrong place. That's what happens.
It's also
Look at me. Look at me sitting here like I'm like some 60-year-old who knows shit. I'm sitting here like I actually know shit about shit.
Liberals
Like-
wasting our money.
Like, I'm sitting here like I know all about economics and this and that. It's like, oh yeah,
The communists.
the commies, man. They're after us.
They're fucking gonna get us.
They're coming. So when it comes to what I watched this week, obviously, more South Park. And yes, we talk about it every week because it's what I'm watching. I started watching Gundam Unicorn, which is
Unicorn.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay. So there's an even worse name in this series that I'm about to mention. Unicorn it's from 2010. It's like it's called OVA series, but it's like it's 12-hour-long episodes that are very theatric, very high production.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, anime is 23 minutes, but these are hour long. They're not paced like normal anime is. They're paced like movies. They're very cinematic. There's a good use of CGI. There's crazy action scenes in Unicorn that they could never have in TV anime, and very long scenes too. Very cool, great.
Would you
fun.
say the animation style goes from in a comparable, like red versus blue when they went from in-game footage to animation.
Oh God, I'm not. I don't know.
No,
With red versus blue,
I thought you.
but it's nice. I mean, mechs and all cool anime shit was way better when it was cell animation. When it was hand drawn, it looked way cooler.
Mm-hmm.
It was integrated into the show better. And Unicorn, obviously, you can tell when they use CGI. It's not that bad. There's a lot of the action's very cool and flashy, but it doesn't look as nice as like Gundam Wing Endless Waltz, the movie where it's all drawn as shit and it looks awesome. But anyways, with Unicorn, so yeah, it's this big epic thing. It takes place after the original series, like 17 years after the original series. It's all cool, epic, this and that. But the villain, the main antagonist's name is Full Frontal.
Full Frontal.
His name is Full Frontal.
Some of this footage,
I don't like that.
Some of this footage I feel like isn't.
Oh, some of that footage is from Char's Counterattack and other Gundam series. That's from Unicorn, I think. Is it? Well, I haven't got to. Yeah, that's the Unicorn Gundam right there. It's just kind of boring looking. But you can tell the Unicorn Gundam is CGI.
Yeah. I was just kind of like playing some of the footage. That's why there's no sound. So if you're watching on audio, sucks to be you, question mark.
Maybe.
Watch on
and
YouTube.
Yeah, like I said, I don't like the way that modern mech series look, just because it's not as cool, gritty, and dark as the original series. I know that sounds like some boomer shit.
Boomer.
I know. It's just not as good these days. The animation is just not there these days. Like, no, the production values are awesome, and there can never be fight scenes like that in old shows.
Yeah.
But it's just the look, you know. So sometimes you just like a certain look better, you know. But
Kinda,
you don't want to sound like a boomer who's like, there hasn't been good music in 40 years, like,
well,
or whatever.
That's kind of like the animation style. Since I had like slowly picked through the Dragon Ball series, but looking at like Dragon Ball Super, something just doesn't look right to me. Because it's
they started using CG and stuff.
Yeah, and it's just so much like it's a better quality and everything. I'm used to watching
it's brighter.
Like original Dragon Ball is in 4:3. I think Z is also
it's rough
4:3, but
I
think on Funimation it's like up-resed.
Oh yeah, they definitely give it like an HD remaster.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh well, they don't have the HD like re-envision one for Dragon Ball, which is weird.
Yeah, because they don't give as much love to Dragon Ball because it's not the popular one.
It was weird because they have like re-envisioned it and up-resed it and everything, but on Funimation it's just 4:3 regular.
Oh yeah, that's weird about Dragon Ball when you think about it. It became popular from the sequel series, and that's the one that everyone on this side of the world watched.
Yeah.
Even though there's a lot of stuff in Dragon Ball Z that is kind of confusing if you haven't seen the original show. So there's like characters and things like when I was watching Dragon Ball Z 7 years ago, I was like, maybe I should have watched the original show because I don't get some of this.
Oh, did you never watch like the original Dragon Ball?
No, I didn't. I watched a little bit after I watched Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So there's stuff that like, cause it is such a direct sequel.
Yeah.
And that's the weird thing. The sequel series became the popular one because it was more just like fighting and
you could still easily watch like Dragon Ball Z and still understand like 95% of the series.
Oh yeah, like once you get past the first arc, like you're good to go. Like it's its own shit at that point.
Because even then they flash back a bit to like explain some of the bigger stuff or remind you of some of the bigger stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of flashbacks about like Goku going through like Piccolo's dad and shit like that.
The thing I hated was knowing the first time Goku goes Super Saiyan and watching from the original Dragon Ball all the way up to that point. It is
because that's such a awesome moment, but you wait for that moment for a very long time, like 70 or so episodes in, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's about 70, but then even think about it, is it almost 200 episodes from the original? Like if you watched it weekly or however it came out before, that would be fucking crazy. Like it finally builds up, you're like, oh, it's been 8 years of this show.
If I'm not mistaken, the original show started airing in 1984, and Dragon Ball Z was about 89 or something like that it
Yeah.
started airing.
Around that.
So the Frieza saga probably would have been like 90 or 91 that it originally aired. So
And
it would have
it's
taken, it would have taken like 6-7 years to get to the Super Saiyan transformation.
You're literally just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Knowing,
Yeah, that
like,
is like.
it's knowing that there's more than one like Super Saiyan phase. It's just like when the finally he goes Super Saiyan the first time, I'm like, well, this is actually just like, because I know it's gonna get even worse anyway.
Crazier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I knew everything like that, but when I was watching the show, those are like the benchmark moments. So like, oh, I can't wait until I get to this transformation and then this one. Like those are the moments you wait for, and then when it happens, you're like, oh fuck, finally.
I had no idea when Super Saiyan 2 was gonna happen, or 3 or whatever it is. So when Goku goes big forehead Goku in front of Majin Buu, I'm just like, holy fuck.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, Goku never went Super Saiyan 2. They never showed him going 2. He just went directly to 3. Because the thing was, Gohan went 2, and at that point, he's the most powerful character in the entire series, until they decided to make him a nerd.
Yeah. And they were literally just like, they were just like, Goku comes back, he's like, yeah, I can go 3.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, at that arc, they just really just took a shit when it came to the story. The whole point of Dragon Ball Z was for Gohan to become the main character, and it evolves to that big moment where suddenly Gohan is the most powerful one out of all of them. He has this big battle with Cell.
Yeah.
But then they're just like, oh, everyone likes Goku, so yeah, he's back to being the main character, and yeah, his son's a wimp now.
And unless it's in a movie, him learning the fusion dance. He just kind of shows up. He goes, "Yeah, they taught me something."
Yeah, then he just fusion with Vegeta. Yeah.
Yeah.
His fancy earring.
Well, where I'm at, he hasn't done a full fusion because he taught Trunks and
Goten,
yeah, to make Gotunks or Gotanks.
Gotanks, I think.
Yeah.
Man, Dragon Ball Z is a crazy show, but it's so memorable. I remember like so much shit about the series. Like it just stuck with me because it was so fun to watch.
Yeah. And anyone who hasn't watched it can easily understand the Krillin dying like 900 fucking times.
Yeah, no, exactly. The same with Yamcha and all those characters. Yeah. Wolf Fang Fist, truly the most powerful attack of all.
Chaozu, the C4.
Chaozu! Tien. Chaozu! That scene where they just yell at each other's names until Chaozu fucking blows up.
He's like, thank you, Chaozu!
And then it just doesn't fucking do anything. Oh my god. Chaozu!
And he like fucking dude's going like ham yelling it too.
Yeah, he's fucking going. That's what I love about the dub for Dragon Ball Z is they didn't fucking hold shit back. They just went full on. You know, like they fucking went for it when they made the dub. Which you have to.
It's weird knowing that I know like it's over 9,000 from I think it's the Ocean dub.
The original dub.
Yeah.
The original Canadian dub, actually.
Yeah, because the one that's on Funimation is literally just like the shitty one where he's like, it's over 9,000.
Yeah, it's not, and that's the same. When I watch a show, I was waiting for it's over 9,000, and then I was like, "Whoa, that's not the same voice."
Yeah, when that happened, when I was watching it, I paused, found the original one on YouTube, watched that, and I went, "All right, I can go back to it."
Because I think Chris Sabat, I think he was just like, "Oh, it's over 9,000," like he said something like that, but he didn't have that extreme yell.
And he's still overall a better Vegeta.
Oh, his voice is absolutely perfect for Vegeta. It was way more like the original voice was way more high pitched and just typical like villain.
Yeah.
But Chris Sabat gave him a lot more like Kakarot.
he's like a posh evil angry man.
Yeah, that's the best way of putting it. Little troll man. God damn it. And I do like the dub. Like Frieza being voiced by an old lady was a great choice. I thought. I really like the voice for Frieza in the original. Just because, I don't know. There's just something about it that's very unique.
Yeah.
You know.
I really, you know who the best character in Dragon Ball Z is?
Who?
Not Golden Frieza, Mecha Frieza.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, Mecha Frieza, who appears for 5 seconds and gets wrecked immediately.
Literally just cut in half.
Yeah, he appears like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fuck everything up, and then just boom.
Obviously
finish.
the best character is Deborah.
Oh, Deborah!
There's the context on this. Finding it so funny is in high school we went to one of the thrift stores, and Curtis found Deborah, which is like just basically
little demon.
Yeah, he's basically just
character.
the devil.
Yeah.
It
It was the original toy that shoots water out of its mouth.
Yeah, here I'll see if I'm pretty sure I googled this and this was it.
Oh, you can probably find it.
Yeah, it's just like you pull. I don't know. It would take me too long. You pull his arm and he just like shoots water out of his mouth, and Curtis would just fucking keep going Deborah over and over again.
Deborah, and then you finally got what it was later.
And he finally gets to him, and I'm like, oh, like he actually looks like he might be kind of like strong, and he's literally just like a piece of shit.
Oh yeah, he's nothing. Like he's just a fucking loser.
It's just fucking the wizard just going Deborah over and over.
Yeah, exactly. In the exact same voice.
Oh, it's just fucking horrible.
Yeah, it's just like, oh shit. There we go. Whole time.
Deborah.
But yeah, so Dragon Ball Z, great fun. Gundam Unicorn, pretty cool. You know, like I said,
Yeah.
I love the way the old shows look. I love the art style of Gundam. Gundam Wing had very low production quality for most of the series, but the movie looked fucking awesome. And I just like the way that looks better, but, you know. I don't want to sound like a boomer. I don't want to sound like one of those, yeah, we're still talking about Led Zeppelin 40 years ago. Let's see if they're talking about any current artists in 40 years. Like, way to fucking cherry pick when people say shit like that, you know?
I fucking love it.
There's so many artists from the 60s, 70s, and 80s that people don't remember that were shitty at the time and people don't care about anymore. And just like there are nowadays, but there's still good artists that people will talk about in 40 years. So it's just such cherry picking, you know?
Curtis, just remember, one day you're going to be sitting, you're going to be old. You're going to have a grandkid come up to you, and they're going to be like, you're going to have your wireless, not even in your ears, it's just transmitted to your brain headphones.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Kids going to be like, what you listening to? You're going to look at him and go, this kid named Juice World. You wouldn't have heard about him. He died years ago.
Gonna listen to Juice World. Not even someone like Carly Rae.
No, because they're gonna be listening
Katy
to like
Perry.
They're gonna be listening to like just mega death metal where it's literally just sounds of people being murdered. They're gonna be like, yeah, death metal.
So that's where death metal is going to, being just literally murder sounds.
It's just gonna be ASMR murder.
Oh my god. Fuck, the problem is I can actually imagine that being a genre.
I'm surprised that hasn't become a thing. Like not in music, just like ASMR itself.
Oh god. I mean there's so much weird fucked up ASMR that you think it's only a matter of time before something like that happens.
They get those gel like shooting dummies and they're just like cutting it with a knife. They're like, I'm killing you.
I just like why are they gonna talk like that? Like, I'm killing you.
Listen to the slow shing of the knife as it crushes your trachea. You're just like,
well, there already is ASMR. There already is like ASMR like beating you up or like killing you or like cutting you apart.
I want just like slow burn like mad doctor who just performs surgery on someone that's awake.
Or how about like somebody it's ASMR, they're doing operation, but the guy is you. They
That's
pretend
gotta
that
be a
that's
thing.
you. Oh, it has to be.
People do like
ASMR doing
people do like ear
operation.
examination.
Well, the most famous one is the cranial nerve, which is just like, oh, I'm gonna get in there, gonna check those ears out. So I just love the idea of doing an operation and just you got to pretend that the operation guy is you, and every time that they hit the metal parts and your nose lights up, that would just be great pain, man. That would just hurt.
And every time that they hear buzzing, it's actually you just screaming, but it like
Yes.
it like voice changes it into a buzzing sound.
Yeah, exactly.
You actually just feel tremendous amounts of pain.
Yeah. So this is, this would actually work out. If anyone wants to use that idea,
Yeah.
you can use it. Just give us some credit,
Yeah.
put it in the description where you heard this fantastic concept from.
Yep. Don't
forget it.
I wanna hear ASMR sounds of breaking the bones because we gotta hide the body. We gotta cut it into pieces.
Oh Jesus. Oh God.
That's what I want. I want ASMR body hiding.
Oh God. That fucking probably exists already, man.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know.
it's called going on the deep web.
With the amount of people who love true crime and make true crime ASMR videos, like it has to.
Would you ever go into a red room in the dark web?
No,
Do you know what a red room is?
I don't care to know.
The red room is a murder room where people would just sit there and watch people die.
Okay, yeah, it sounds like
Yeah,
the
I
description
don't know.
of the red room.
I just thought about that for some reason because I mentioned the deep web,
Fair.
dark web, whatever.
The DP.
Yeah, the
Wait, the DP? The DW.
The DP. What's that stand for? The
deep
dark
pizza.
web.
The deep pizza.
Yeah, just tell
DP. Are you talking about deep pizza or dark web?
I'm feeling the dark web today.
You feeling the dark web today? Okay. Just thought I had to clarify.
Imagine being a part of like Silk Road and all that, which was like the drug dealing website on the dark web.
Imagine being part of it. I'd rather not.
Like that dude fucking was paying bikers to kill somebody, like, because I think he got hit with like charged for calling for a hitman.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. I couldn't even imagine just like ordering just like highly illegal drugs to your, and it's like normally they'll order it to like their neighbor's house or someone just down the street.
Oh.
So then you're not giving your address, but you're just going to go steal from someone's mailbox.
Mm-hmm. Typical.
Its creator owns Silk Road.
I'm good.
Nope, too late. It was set on
shit, man.
it was set on the Poopcast, so,
Well, fuck. You said it, not me.
or as you like to call it, the Pogcast.
Oh, don't say that.
Curtis's favorite word is pog. Pog, poggers.
Goddamn pog ass shit.
See, he just said it's some pog ass shit.
No, get out.
Curtis, do you think
All
King
right.
Ass Ripper is like pog?
Yeah, sure. We'll say he's. Oh, fuck, I'm not even gonna say the word, man. I'm not even gonna say the word.
Are you? Would you rather say pog or fart on a pie?
I guess I'd rather fart in the pie.
Then you have to eat it.
Shit.
Look at that. Me, Devin, bringing out all the hard-hitting topics this podcast. Curtis doing nothing. Me carrying it.
That's the question that I want to hear in the presidential debate. It really will decide things.
That's the question you want to hear at a presidential debate is, would you rather fart on a pie or say pog?
I mean, think about it. You'll find out who really the true fit candidate is by knowing that information
True.
about them.
Joe Biden's
You
just
know.
like, what's a pog?
Yeah, and then he'd be like, well, he'd mispronounce it too. He would say something like
A pogue.
he'd say like pogue, like he'd forget how to say it, and then he'd just keep changing the way he says it.
Yo, speaking of the presidential mans, that Joe Rogan thing about Biden and Trump going on the JRE. Would you
I
watch
mean,
that?
Absolutely, that'd be
That's-
like the most entertaining thing
yeah.
ever. Of course, it's not actually gonna happen. There's no way that actually happened. But
Fuck,
it's hilarious.
I would love it if it would happen.
Well, it'd be the best debate of all time. It would be absolutely amazing. But there's just no way that could ever happen.
I would just love it
Not
to
a
be
chance.
like one of them is giving their like debate topic, and it just like cuts to Joe, and he's just smoking.
Well, yeah, or he's just saying something like absolute meathead,
Or it's like,
something like that.
it's like, all right, here's the first topic: DMT, yes or no, legal?
Yeah, just a nice question right off the gate.
It's how many times does he mention DMT or offer up on it with their brain supplements?
Oh God, I don't know, but it definitely would be a great platform for a debate.
Yeah, I would watch it. I like a lot of his stuff with like some of the guests he has.
Well, I don't listen to his podcast unless there's a guest I like or
Yeah.
I'm interested in on it.
Some of them, if I don't really know who it is, I'll watch like the first few minutes to kind of like see if I
See
like.
if you're gonna like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to watch the rest of the Edward Snowden one that came out, the second one.
That one, the Snowden parts are good. The Joe Rogan parts, he just kind of sounded. I don't know. I didn't like his input in the
Mhm.
episode, because again, he sounds like he was talking like opinions that other people or stuff that other people have told him, and he's just regurgitating
Yeah,
it, like what he's heard, and it doesn't sound natural when he talks about it. If that makes sense.
I wonder if he's just like
Like-
trying to be super careful because he doesn't want to like get some way to have the government crash his door to
I don't know.
to link Snowden somehow.
Yeah, I guess that is kind of like a consideration, something like that. I don't know.
Like, does the government have the right to do that? If they're like, oh, he's on a video call with Snowden, can they just kick his door down and like take?
I mean, like
take
news
his
news
computer?
outlets have interviewed him and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I think he's good.
But no, I'm not saying because they haven't done that before. But like, could they legally do that?
I don't know. You check up. We'll get a lawyer on the next episode to answer that question.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't even really care that much about Snowden now. They can't let him back because like, on principle at that point, it's just gonna be like
Oh yeah, exactly.
they don't want to feel like they're in the wrong for exiling him.
No, of course not. They wouldn't ever want to admit that they did something wrong.
Yeah. Like if for any reason if he ever got like what's the word, exonerated on his charges, he
Yeah.
would still turn up dead a week later.
Oh, no, Devin. He wouldn't be dead. He would have just conveniently killed himself in some way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Whoops.
Mhm.
He woke up one morning
He was just really depressed, man. It is crazy how that
Yeah.
happened.
he came
absolutely-
back to the States and he decided I don't really want to come back, and then just killed himself.
Yeah, I know. It's exactly like that.
Yep.
You know, that's what would probably realistically happen.
Oh yeah, and he's also gonna take his wife and kids with him. That's weird, huh? Murder suicide. Oh, weird.
There'd be some shit like that would happen or
Yeah,
whatever.
he would
You know?
he would literally be dead within a week, which is
Yeah.
kind of shitty.
That's how it be.
What's the Ray from Trailer Park Boys? Fucking way she goes.
Ray, what a great character. Fuck. What is it? Whenever he gets pissed off, he starts listening to the blues,
Yeah,
and then he has to live in the fucking junkyard.
because his fucking trailer got burnt down.
Yeah.
Like, I got 8 cans of ravioli left, and then Ricky's just like, sometimes you just eat a man's last 8 cans of ravioli.
Yeah. Good shit. Does that do it for this episode?
Yeah, we've been going about an hour.
Yep.
So, regurgitate our loads all over.
No, fuck, man.
Podcast goes live every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts. Leave a review, comment, or subscribe or something like that. Any of those positive things. If you
Just do something.
yeah, whatever you want. If you leave a review or like tweet or comment or something, we'll read it, and we'll make Curtis cry. So say something really mean about his stupid voice or something.
No, don't.
Tell him he has a big dumb voice.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
And with that, now that we're telling him he has a big stupid face and
Don't
a
say
voice,
Don't say that.
I'm Devin. That's Curtis.
Mm,
We're gone in 60 seconds.
Bye.
But right now,